Namaste ladies, welcome to this prenatal yoga flow here on YogaCandi. If you're new, welcome, feel free to subscribe so that you never miss a thing. My name's Candace and I'm around 17 weeks pregnant now. So there's not much bump to show at the moment for me, and everybody's different, so you may be 17 weeks yourself and you may have quite a bump, and that's okay. So make sure you listen to your body throughout today's class. We are going to be focusing on some gentle core strengtheners, but it's suitable for all trimesters. Just make sure you're listening to your body, and if anything feels painful, you know that that's a reason to stop and perhaps just sit and meditate with your baby. Take that time and then join in when you're ready. Guys, keep your eyes peeled because I'm actually in the process of creating a prenatal yoga course for you for every week of your trimester. And I would hate for you to miss out, so keep your eyes peeled for a link below in the description as soon as it comes out. And all you're going to need for today's class is a couple of yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, I do recommend you get them because they're so handy for prenatal yoga. But otherwise, grab a couple of thick books and they can do the trick as well, so that's good. And then the other thing is, if you're practicing on a hard floor like I am and maybe your mat is not that padded, then I recommend having a thick towel handy. Just have it aside, and we're going to use that for one of the positions we'll be doing today. So take a comfortable seat of your choice, any seat that you like, anything that's comfortable enough for your body at the moment. You can even prop your hips up onto a pillow or something like that if that's going to help you. So what we're going to do is just sit up nice and tall through the spine. Place your hands onto your belly if you would like to, or just in your lap or on your knees. We're going to close our eyes and just tune into the body before we even begin today. Start off with nice natural, with a lovely natural breath. Don't force anything. And take this moment to tune into the inner body, into how you're feeling today. Take your awareness to your belly and to your baby, and allow any thoughts to pass. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and perhaps even set yourself an intention for today's class. That can be one word, it can be a sentence, whatever you want it to be. Once you've set your intention, if your hands aren't already on your belly, with the eyes closed, take your hands to your belly. And from here, we're going to start to engage a nice deep inhale and exhale, in and out of the nostrils. And you're going to continue this breath throughout today's practice. Now, I know pregnancy comes with all sorts of side effects. One of them can be a stuffy nose. I've had this issue before, so if anybody has got a really blocked nose, just breathe through the mouth, there's no problem. But if you can, keep your inhales and exhales really deep through the nostrils. And what we want to do here is, on every inhale, you're going to expand the belly and release all your muscles. On every exhale, you're going to draw your baby back towards the spine and lift up through the pelvic floor. It's a very gentle movement, but you should feel a slight squeeze between the genitals and the anus as you exhale, lifting up that pelvic floor, strengthening those really important internal core muscles just with the breath. So from here, we're going to take those 5 deep breaths together, concentrating on the exhale. Try to make the exhale longer than the inhale. Take one more deep breath here. Continue with this breath. Remove your hands, place them onto your knees once again, and with the eyes closed, just make some half circles, rotating your neck, taking it from shoulder to shoulder, just releasing through the neck. Take a couple more here in your own time, following the breath, keeping it nice and deep. Roll over towards the right shoulder, dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. Taking the right hand, take a little grip above the left arm, above the left elbow. If your bump is in the way, then just remove that grip and just allow your head to hang heavy. Maybe even taking this right hand and gently placing it on the top of the head. Whichever of those variations works better for your body at the moment. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Once again, on the exhale, lifting up through the pelvic floor. Release the grip or the head and roll your head over towards the left side, dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder. Once again, you can place the hand on top of the head very gently, or take a grip above the elbow on the right side this time. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and let's enjoy 3 deep breaths. Release the grip once again. Take your hands to your knees. And let's inhale the arms up above the head, touching the palms, extending through the arms and the spine. And exhale your hands to your heart center. Bow your head. Thank you for showing up on the mat today. Thank yourself. Namaste, everybody. Let's begin. Make your way into all fours. Just take your time getting there. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. From here, we're going to do our cat-cows, but with pregnancy, we don't dip the belly. Instead, we only do the arch. So we're going to take a deep inhale here in a neutral spine. On the exhale, arch, tucking the tailbone and the chin. Lifting your baby towards your spine. Inhale, neutral. Take 5 of these in your own time. Exhaling, arching. Inhaling to neutral. Take 1 more. And now tuck the toes, rotate your wrists externally so that your fingertips are facing towards your knees. And let's take some little circles in any direction. Just feeling a little release in these wrists. A little stretch down the back of the arms, maybe even through the hands as well, through the palms. And then become still and rotate in the opposite direction. Just very gently, take your time. Keep your breath nice and deep. and release back to a neutral tabletop. Now we're going to inhale, lift this left leg off of the ground, extend through the toes, and then inhale and lift the right arm up to the sky. If you need extra stability, tuck the toes of the right foot. Hold this. Take nice deep breaths, 3 deep breaths, sucking your baby towards your spine, concentrating on those core muscles. And release. Leg back down to the ground underneath the hip. We're going to extend through the arms, coming down for puppy pose. Bring your forehead down to the ground. If this is not possible, then just place your forehead onto one of your props, perhaps onto your yoga block or a cushion, or if you've got books handy, place them underneath the forehead. Just releasing through the spine, send your tailbone to the sky. Allow gravity to do its work here. Allow your chest and your arms to sink lower and lower down to the ground. Concentrate on those exhales. Lifting baby up and lifting up through the pelvic floor. Take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, come on up, back into your tabletop. We're going to do that on the other side, so tuck the toes of the left foot. Inhale, straighten through the right, lifting it off the ground, pointing your toes, extending the leg. Now inhale, lift this left arm off of the ground. Hold this for 3 deep breaths. Lift baby up, concentrate on those core muscles. Exhale, release, making our way back into puppy pose. Extend through the arms, forehead to the ground or to a prop. Send your tailbone to the sky. If your bump is getting in the way, you can take your knees wider. But wherever you are, give into gravity. And let's enjoy 3 deep breaths. Lifting up through the pelvic floor on the exhale. And inhale, walk your hands back towards the body. From here, tuck the toes. And we're going to make our way into our first downward facing dog. Now, depending on the size of your belly, you may need to take your feet quite a lot wider than hip distance, just to make downward facing dog a lot more comfortable. So you can have them as wide as you need them to be, just to accommodate for your belly. But wherever you are, just start to walk your dog. Find a little bending and straightening through the legs, just warming up these hamstrings, getting a little stretch at the back of the legs. Rest your head and look between the legs. If this feels really uncomfortable, feel free to take a child's pose. But when you're ready, become still and don't worry if your heels are not touching the ground. With time, they may do, maybe they never will, and that's okay too. In your down dog, suck your baby towards your spine. Become still and just enjoy 3 deep breaths here. and from here release back down to your knees. Very slowly. Come on back and let's grab our towel if you have a hard floor like I do. And we're just going to place it near the top of the mat. This is where our forearm is going to go. So just create a little bit of padding. And we're going to come down onto the side of the body. We're going to bring our right forearm down to the floor, parallel with the top edge of the mat. Keep your legs bent together. You can have both feet on the floor if you need to, or you can stack your feet. From here, suck baby towards your spine. You can place your hand on your hip or somewhere on your waist, wherever's most comfortable. And we're going to take 5 lifts. So we're going to do 2 together and then take them in your own time. We're going to inhale, lift the hips off the ground, on your exhale, and hold it. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Try to keep that elbow underneath your shoulder. Inhale down. Let's take 3 more together. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. From here, you can keep your hand as it is, and we're just going to start to lift up, doing a little bit for the glute. So exhale, lift that top leg, squeezing the glute, keeping your hips facing forwards. Inhale down. Let's take 5. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale down. That's 2. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 3. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 4. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. And let's make our way back up and make our way over onto the other side. So I'm going to have my back to you now. Keep your legs bent. You can have your feet stacked or both on the ground, whatever's more comfy. Coming down to the left forearm, fingertips facing forward. The arm is parallel with the top of the mat. Hand to your hip or to your waist somewhere, wherever it's most comfortable. Suck baby in using your core muscles. And on your exhales, you're lifting. Inhales, you're coming down. Let's take 5 together. Got 1 more. Hold it just for a moment. Inhale down. Now make sure you're squeezing this glute. You should see a little indentation where the glute is being squeezed as you lift the leg. So exhale, you're lifting and squeezing. Feel that little indentation. Inhale down. Take 5. That's 4. 1 more. And 5. Come on forward. Take your knees underneath the hips or a little wider back in for a puppy pose. Extending through the arms, sending the tailbone up to the sky. Concentrate on that pelvic floor once again. On every exhale, you're lifting up through the pelvic floor. Take one more deep breath. And walk your hands back into a neutral tabletop. We're going to do the same as we did in the beginning, just adding a little extra in if it's possible and comfortable. So tuck the toes of the right foot, inhale, lift up through the left leg, extend. Extend this right arm. You can just stay here and breathe for 3 deep breaths or up to 5 deep breaths. Or, depending on the size of your belly at the moment, you can always exhale, draw elbow to knee. Inhaling, extending. Take 3. Inhale, extend, and release. Let's take our knees as wide as the mat, or even wider, coming down for a wide-legged child's pose. If you have a very big belly, you may want to place a cushion underneath your chest. Otherwise, we're going to extend through the arms and bring our forehead down to the ground. Just relaxing, giving into gravity, giving into the earth. Once again, keep the breath nice and deep. On every exhale, draw baby to your spine and lift up through the pelvic floor. Take one more deep breath. And back into your tabletop. Make your way there nice and slowly. Knees under the hips, wrists underneath shoulders. Tuck the toes of the left foot this time, extend through the right leg, and then extend through this left arm. You can just stay here taking deep breaths. Or we're going to take 4 together, elbow to knee. On the exhale, you draw the elbow to the knee. On the inhale, you extend. Take 3. One more. Hold it just for a breath. Exhale, release. Take another wide-legged child's pose. And as I say, you can always place a cushion or even just rest your head onto your elbows if you need a little bit of extra height to make room for belly. Otherwise, if you have the space and it's comfortable to do so, bring your forehead to the ground. Extend through the arms and take 3 deep breaths, lifting up through that pelvic floor on every exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back up towards the body. Bring your knees together and then just find a really comfortable seated position of your choice. Any seat that works for your body. Elevate your hips as much as needed. And we're just going to do a little bit of stretching before we end. So from here, let's take our left fingertips over to the left side of the mat. Inhaling the right arm up and over the ear. Looking up towards the chest, extending the chest towards the sky. You can stay up on the palm, or you can start to make your way down to your forearm, depending on your flexibility. Take 3 deep breaths wherever you are. And release. take it over to the other side, right hand to the right side, inhaling the left arm up and over the ear, tilting the chest up and towards the sky. Take 3 deep breaths. You can always come down to the forearm, only if that's accessible. Otherwise, stay up on the arm. And release. Let's take a very gentle twist. Now, twists are not recommended for pregnancy as you get bigger, so you can always skip this and just sit up tall, close your eyes. Just listen to the body. It's only going to be very gentle, so it is safe for all trimesters as long as it feels all right. We're going to inhale the hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, take a little baby twist, just looking to the right side. No need to go very deep at all. Take a couple of deep breaths here, remembering that pelvic floor. Inhale the hands above the head, look up. Exhale, twist over towards the left, not going very deep, just grabbing the opposite arm to the opposite knee. Looking towards the left. You don't need to look behind you. You don't have to go very deep at all. Take 2 deep breaths. Inhale the hands back to the sky, look up. Exhale, release. Let's take our right arm across the body, left arm underneath, and just pull that arm towards you, getting a little stretch at the back of the shoulder. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe deeply. Enjoy the sensations. And release. Open up, taking the left arm across the body, right arm underneath, just pulling it closer towards you. Close your eyes if you like, take some deep breaths. And release. Hands to the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch. Inhale, look up. Chest to the sky. Exhale, arch. Take 1 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch. And back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Change the position of your legs. If you're seated in a cross-legged position, just pop the other foot in front or the other foot on top. Sit up tall through your spine. Close your eyes. Take your hands to your baby. Now you may be at a point in your pregnancy where you can feel baby move. I'm not quite there yet, but that's okay. Whatever it is, you can still feel that connection with your little one within. So just breathe nice and naturally here. See if you can feel any movement. Feeling that beautiful life within. Don't worry if you don't feel anything. Just send positive energy, positive thoughts and love down to your little baby. Just breathe and enjoy this moment, this special moment within your life. Maybe even talk to your baby. You can say words out loud or you can say it within your head. From here, repeat your intention to yourself, if you set one at the beginning of today's practice. Say it out loud or say it in your head. And then together with the eyes closed, let's enjoy 3 deep inhales and exhales. On the inhale, expand the belly. On the exhale, draw baby back deep within, lifting up through the pelvic floor. Take one more deep breath. Release your hands from your belly. Take them to your heart center. Rub your palms together and create a nice warm friction between them. Return to a natural breath. And once your hands are nice and warm, we're going to place them over our eyelids, taking the palms over the eyes. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, release out the mouth. One more. Release your hands off your eyes. Watch your palms as they leave. Bow your head to your hands in prayer at heart center. I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed today's class and found it accessible wherever you are in your pregnancy. I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below, how far are you? How are you feeling? How did this video leave you feeling? Is there something you would like to see from the next class? And don't forget, you can save the video by giving it a thumbs up. All right, mamas to be and mamas to be times 1 or 2 or 3. I don't know if you have other children. Until next time, namaste.